Welcome back to Concierge TV, your place to enrich your life through stories, rituals, and collective wisdom. Are you ready to get stuck in to Future Female? Hello, I'm Heather Porter, and this week's most popular article on livesofawoman.com is How to be a Graceful Goddess and Win Affections. Now, this is written by our contributor, Janelle Manton, who, by the way, is a bit of a sort of sexy life coach herself. So it's an amazing article, and I highly recommend that you read it. And here's why I think it is popular. Travel dating website misstravel.com ranked nationalities by sex appeal according to 44,000 single men and women in the US. And guess what? The sexiest women in the world, according to them, are Colombian women. Now, we could blame this on Sofia Varga from Modern Family, but maybe it goes a little bit deeper than that. Maybe it's because Colombian women are extraordinarily feminine. Perhaps that's why. And I'll also bring up another one. Here's a big pop culture sensation, Mad Men. Have you seen it? Now, it's all about Don Draper, this extraordinarily sort of cheating, sexy ad man from the 60s in Madison Avenue in New York. Why is Mad Men so incredibly successful? Now, a lot of women love it and a lot of women hate it. But here's my take on it. I think it's because, again, it's all about grace and femininity. All the women in that show are impeccably dressed, take great care of themselves, and just exude femininity. So, pop culture, everyone loves these sexy feminine women. Interesting. I can't wait to hear what Di Morgan has to say about it in her segment.
Welcome to This Is Real Life. No excuses. I'm Di Morgan, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and a story of when I gave birth to my beautiful little boy. Unfortunately, when he was a few days old, it was my second day at home by myself. He stopped breathing, and so we had to go back into hospital and end up in the NICU unit for quite some time. But during this time, as you could imagine, as a new mum, to be the goddess, and I mean, I was the high heels girl, stilettos, that was me. It was the makeup, the hair, everything was perfect, and it made me feel good about myself. But once I led into the end of my pregnancy and all the problems I had with that, and then after giving birth and Lockie being so sick, kind of let that go. And I remember sitting down in emergency because they wouldn't treat me upstairs in the NICU unit. I had mastitis so badly that I had to go down and go through emergency. They wanted to admit me, and I had no makeup on, I hadn't brushed or washed my hair for days, and yeah, looked a bit of a mess. Anyway, I came back upstairs, I was given the medication, went up to my beautiful baby boy, and I thought, right, the next morning I'm having a shower, I'm going to do my hair, I'm going to at the very least just put on some mascara and some lip gloss. And the goddess within me, I felt good about myself again. And it was really interesting in that the nurses and the doctors were didn't ask how I was or, pat in the back, didn't really feel the love. Once I stepped up and became that goddess that, I love to be, and you radiate that persona of who you really are and you feel good about yourself. It was amazing. They were coming up, and one nurse actually commented, "You must be feeling better because you put on a bit of makeup today." I'm not saying that it takes makeup to make you look amazing or anything like that, but what it does take, if that's your thing to make you feel good about yourself again, then please do it. And I know that when you're feeling really down, and as much as you don't want to do it, it's the last thing on your mind, it'll pick you up and you'll feel so much better. And in my mind, I believe the energy that I then exuded to my beautiful little boy, that energy was far more positive than when I was feeling so flat and alone and scared and all of those things. So please, look after yourselves and really nurture that goddess within. Beautiful Elli is going to talk to you about what you can do to bring out your inner goddess every day, and that collective wisdom that she's found over the years of doing everything that she does to be the amazing goddess that she presents as to you, to me, and to everyone out there listening to livesofawoman.com.
So you've heard from Di about how grace in every situation can actually change life. And I want to reiterate something she touched on. Sometimes we've been taught to feel that being graceful and feminine is weak, but it is such an intoxicating power. as long as you're genuine about it. I'm not talking about being someone that you aren't. I'm talking about being the real you and being okay to use your charm, your grace, your femininity, and most importantly, something I love talking about is your style. Now, some people might say that what you wear could be the superficial extension of you, but I actually think you can do it in a way that is the real extension of you. And you can either say to the world that I'm a painting that's worth $5, or I'm a painting that is worth $1 million. And that doesn't matter whether you're a mother, or you're working, or you're popping up to do the groceries, or you're picking up the kids from school. It doesn't mean you have to wear your ball gown to do those things, but it means you make an effort. And you know who you do that mostly for? Other people come second. You do it for you. You know those days when you walk down the street and you've had a good hair day and you're happy with the outfit you've put together, you kind of strut, don't you? Or you're in a meeting and you feel great and you really perform well. Well, that's what the power of paying attention to the little details of your style does. It's not a small thing, it's a big thing. A baggy tracksuit versus a really nice pair of jeans and boots, big difference to how you feel. And if somebody else says to you, and I have a lot of women ask me this question, well, I'm just doing the school run, and what if someone says to me, why do you look so nice? Because we're so worried about what everybody thinks about us. Well, this is what I tell these women to say when they're asked that question. It just makes me feel good. You know what, that ends the conversation, and what ends up happening is you lift the style of the people around you by being a great example, and that's a really great thing to do. Pay attention to what you wear by doing it the night before. Lay your clothes out. If you know you've got to leave early, I know it sounds really boring and you've probably heard it before, but put absolutely everything out. The necklace you're going to wear, think about how you might wear your hair. Just have some backups if you're not having a good hair day. And it's really good to investigate different things. I've just done this fake bob and I am loving all these different things, and I got it off a website called hairromance.com. Go and find, there are so many great websites and resources now where you can teach yourself how to do things which looks like you've spent $100, makes you feel worth a lot more. And that's what's really important. So lay everything out, because in a clear mind where you're not in a rush, it's really easy to put together everything and make sure you use all the wonderful things you have. And remember, it's not about having a huge overstuffed wardrobe with expensive designer items. It's about knowing what you have and using it. Now, if you'd like more information on this topic, because we just don't have time here, please go to our 13-day free program, which has one ritual dedicated to cultivating your style and lots more ideas like the ones we've shared today. Please share this with another woman you love who could hear about bringing more style into her life and being her authentic self while she does that. Now, also leave a comment below, and we hope you tune in to next week's episode of Concierge TV, where we share more stories, rituals, and collective wisdom. And remember, you truly are your greatest asset.